Hola from the west side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hola from the west side. It's me. How y'all doing? Hey, I know. What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. Hope everybody had a great week. It's a cool Friday. It's chill here in SoCal. But it's been some ish going on around the country and around the world. First of all, we started off with the stuff that happened last week. Now, this week, we have a young man who was shot. Now, some people are saying that whole situation is a deflection from the other issues at hand because the young man was only half Black, but my position is he identified as Black, so we're gonna go with that. And then Indianapolis, a couple of other places, and some things going on here in Southern California. And then on top of that, we had the announcement in regards to the J&J vaccines at the beginning of the week. So they stopped, like I said earlier this week, they stopped one vaccine because of 6 known cases, but they're not telling you about things that happen with the other ones. And now they're trying to say that they may have people may have to go get a booster. Let me just tell you from my standpoint. If I were to get the shot, I'm not going back for no boosters. I'll just take my chances. I'm done. Because they come up with something new every day. So that's just my opinion. Okay? My opinion. I don't know why Nightbot timed you out. I know. Oh, yeah. Nightbot doesn't like emojis. So Nightbot is twerking in my chat right now. Well, Nightbot, don't run everybody out the chat. Hopefully we'll get some folk up in here tonight. Or I'll just talk to myself and you guys will catch the replay. Either or. That's the way it works. But it has been a busy week for me, like at work. And also with my second job, YouTube. Just drinking some water, y'all. Anybody who doesn't think that YouTube is a job as a content creator is foolish. It is a job. Even if you think of it as a part-time job, you get what you put into it. And yeah, it does take a whole lot of work, but I enjoy, just doing what I'm doing. I posted a video this morning. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you for that. I love the way you come in. My singing bowl. Thank you so much. Good evening. But this morning, I posted early this morning, like at 7:00. I wasn't even at the premiere myself because I was working. I thought I was going to be able to be at it, but that didn't happen. But I did post a new Autism Mom Chronicles 67. I needed to get off of that 66. I was stuck on 66 for a minute. So 67 is out there, and it was a weekend vlog. It's about 9 minutes long. And I actually used some new music. I went to the YouTube audio library and found this really mellow song that I felt was perfect as background music for that particular vlog. And I've heard it on other people's vlogs, so I know I'm good to use it. Plus, it says I don't even have to give an attribution, in regards to it. Had to get that word out. So it's been a very interesting week, you guys. First we had the issue where they got the folks out of there in like no time. Then we have another shooting in Indianapolis. And I don't know about you guys. There was a school shooting. There was a gunman on a campus. This is like all of this stuff. It's just everything is like coming out as we are coming out of lockdown. Literally. You didn't see none of this stuff when everybody was locked in their house. But now that people are coming out, we are dealing with all of this. Crime levels are going up. This craziness is going on. And I want to mention some things. Shouts out to Queen Mayat for, educating, giving some additional information in regards to this. The young man who, ran his car into the Capitol, I don't remember. I think his last name is Green. I don't remember the first name, but I believe the last name is Green. So this young man, according to his social media, had adoration for the nation and for Minister Louis Farrakhan. And so now they're trying to obviously tie this into the nation. But let's think about it from this perspective. Why would the Nation of Islam be trying to attack the Capitol? Why would anybody that's affiliated with them be trying to attack the Capitol when a couple of months ago, we had attacks from, the other side, so to speak, of offset groups. So I don't get that. And I don't know why that's being pulled into it in regards to him. I think that that's a distractor. Now, there's a whole lot of mess going on as far as folks getting into the country. It's like we have open borders. Hey, Miss Pamela. It's like we have the open borders. You know, the ones that everyone told us about that was going to happen if Hillary Clinton had gotten in office, that we will be an open border because that's what she wanted, or that's, behind closed doors what they believe in. I swear. Is that what 46 is doing? Making us an open border freaking country while we still have this plague going on? Let that marinate. Now, I don't have anything against people legitimately trying to get away from war-torn countries, where people are being slaughtered in the streets. But I do have a problem with it just being a free-for-all on the United States. And then all of these people come in here, and then all of this money is spent on these people while we're still sitting here, Black people, trying to get this reparations out of them. Now just think about that, y'all. Think about that. I mean, are you guys even paying attention to what's going on in regards to that? And I am by no means, saying that we need to have these walls around the country or anything like that. That 45 one. But Mr. Biden, sir, you better get this under control. The Democrats better get this under control. See, this is why I don't belong to either one of those gangs. You understand what I'm saying? Red, blue, I'm not into it. It doesn't matter who's in charge. Now, 45 may have slowed that issue down with all of the things that he was doing. I'll give him that. But now it's like a fountain has been turned on. And all of these people who were stuck in Mexico are suddenly trying to push their way on in here. And they're bringing the plague with them. I'm just saying, y'all, they're bringing it with them. I mean, they're bringing it with them. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm just going to be honest with you. As a nonpartisan citizen, I'm really not happy with some of the stuff that's going on. This is a bunch of malarkey. But I told y'all that, it wasn't going to be no bed of roses, no matter who was in office. And that there are still people who are still going through and believing that this was a stolen election. But here's my thing. Are any of the elections legitimate? Let's just be honest. When we deal with that. It's all about the Electoral College, isn't it? I don't see what the issue. The thing is that 46 used the same thing that 45 used to get in. He counted and understood that he needed to basically get some states that never voted blue and turn them blue. Turn them blue, not purple, turn them blue. He did that. But here we are with the faucet on and all these people coming into the country and trillions of dollars being spent. Because, of course, that's the thing that Democrats are known for. And I didn't even think this is where I was going to go tonight, you guys. I don't know where this came from, but it just suddenly started bothering me. I had other stuff that I was going to start out with. I was going to talk about this later. Let me see what you guys thought. I know. And, don't get me started on California. Please don't get me started on California. Oh, did you guys hear that they're trying to put legislation through in the state of Texas that you don't need to have a permit to carry a gun? I need to move my ass to Texas. That's where I need to be. If that's what it's going to be. If that's what it's going to be like in Texas, let's all move to Texas. That's what I heard they're trying to do in Texas. I wonder how the plague rate is going there, because I've heard that it's really spiking in the Midwest. Places like Michigan. And then you guys heard about that 13-year-old boy who did not have a gun in his hand that was shot in Chi-Town. So let's think about this. We have Minneapolis, we have Indianapolis, and we have Chicago, all about to erupt because of police involved shootings. What is going on, y'all? I swear, I think that they're doing this on purpose. They want us to erupt. They want people to lose their minds. Specifically, people of color. Because I told you guys in my autism news about the young man in the city of Cudahy who may never walk again on the autism spectrum that was shot by LA County Sheriff. He's Latino. Okay. So they want not just us, but they want Brown. They want us all to lose our minds. And I would say that they even want, the Asians to lose their minds. Although you guys already understand my full reasoning for not even getting in that fight. We got our own fight going on over here. And then, now here's my thing in regards to the young man in Cudahy. As far as I know, Cudahy has their own police department. That's not the LA County Sheriff. So what the hell was LA County Sheriff doing in the city of Cudahy at all? That's my question. What were they doing there at all? This was a teenager, you guys. This was not an adult. We're not talking about an adult that they shot. This was a kid. I think he is 13, and he may never walk. And I don't know if he's high functioning, quote unquote, on the spectrum or not. But this has got to have an emotional impact on this kid. Thank God he's alive. But what just happened to his quality of life because of a police officer shooting him? It's this. All of this is happening within this same period of time while this trial is going on in Minneapolis. I want you guys to understand that. All this other stuff is going on. And I just feel like there's something going on to make this stuff happen. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I just think that this is just all conveniently happening when all eyes are on Minneapolis right now and all eyes are on police. Yet you guys are wilding out. And that Kim Potter chick, you've been a police officer. She had been a police officer for 26 years. I refuse to believe that it was a mistake. Maybe she was just a very good actress. And it shouldn't be second degree manslaughter. It should be first degree, at the least. I don't think it should be a manslaughter charge. It should be second degree murder. I don't believe it's first degree because I don't think it was premeditated, but years old, and you've been a police officer for 26 years, but we're to believe that you don't know the difference between, you don't know which side you have your taser on. And the young man in Chicago. Now, they did say that they found a gun near the scene, but apparently the 20-something-year-old that was with him may have had the gun, and it was dropped. But they shot that 13-year-old boy in his chest. 13 years old. Reminds me of when that 12-year-old boy got shot in the park playing with a toy gun. Now, I'm not saying that that 13-year-old boy was not up to no good, because he was clearly hanging out with the wrong kind of people. And then we have, I saw this. I don't know if I saw this on YouTube or if I saw this on the news, but there was a man who got shot at his own home by the police. That one too. They say he lunged at them with a blue knife. And some neighbor had called saying that the house was empty. But it wasn't. He owned it. He lived there. That also happened happened. I don't know if it happened. I think it happened this week. And I believe that happened in DeKalb County, Georgia. I'm telling you, it's just too much going on. It's like they are trying to make us explode. They're trying to make us explode. In his own house. In his own home. What the? It's like, you're not even safe in your own house. Somebody can say that someone's lurking around just because they don't know. And then the police shoot somebody at their own home. Just crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Now, shouts out to Uppity Unicorn. I was over in her chat earlier. She had a great live stream, you guys. Hopefully she leaves it up. But she was talking about a specific transgender woman who seems to have an issue with Black women. And really it was just around the issues that they may have with us, because we don't want to be called cis. I'm a man with a womb. That's what I am technically. You know what I'm saying? Woman. I have a womb. And, you know, it is what it is. And the crazy thing is that she was talking about, and I remember this video because I subscribed to Chrissy. Shouts out to Chrissy too. Because Chrissy tried to be as tactful as she could possibly be about this touchy situation. But the bottom line is that, you know, I agree with everything that she said. When you are talking about women, Black women specifically, and the alphabet community, we are generally competing for the same people. Black men. And that's, you know, our men and our T, our G and our T, okay, are looking for the same one that we are. And apparently they think that we should back off and give them a break. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can say with all certainty that any man, including the man that I'm with, who is attracted to me, would never be attracted to someone who was not born with all of the, you know, female parts inside and out. Okay? Oh, thank you for coming back through. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry about my Nightbot twerking in the chat. Yeah, Nightbot doesn't like people to do emojis. I don't know what Nightbot the problem is. I wonder what's going to happen once I put in the ones for the membership, because I'm uploading those to YouTube Studios this weekend, and I've got 5 of them. I think it's going to be 5. Well, I made 5 of them. We'll see if it lets me upload 5. We really would, Terry. But we're all split up. Just like I said, we don't do what is in our best interest as a people. We're all about me and mine instead of about us and ours. Oh, and did you guys hear that there are some crazy people out there who want to make putting Harry Tubman on the $20 bill our reparations? If that's what you want to give us as reparations, Harriet doesn't need to ever be on the $20 bill. I will not accept that as any type of reparations. Ever. Never would. Okay? And the people who are talking about that and thinking that are absolutely silly. You know, I mean, you already don't want her on any of the money because you don't like her African features. You know, I guess she's too pure. You know, there was nothing else mixed into her. Like, I don't know, a lot of us. You know, by choice or not. And then you have to think about when it comes down to this reparations, what are they going to make us do to prove that we are descendants? How are we able to prove that when most of us don't even have our history? Now, I guess maybe for me, maybe the fact that my maternal grandmother was born on a plantation, and her parents were probably sharecroppers on said plantation, probably was whatever plantation they had been, you know, property on. Right down in Louisiana. It's called the Sunshine Plantation. That's where my maternal grandmother was born. So I can go back 2 generations and bring you right back to the plantation. But not everybody knows that stuff. Yeah. They want to get our DNA, don't they? They'd love to get a hold of our DNA. Now, here's what I have found out when you're doing those ancestry things that I find very interesting, is that most of them are only going to trace your family back on the maternal side. Very few of them can actually trace your paternal, which is the one we should all want to know. But they're not able to really, they don't really do that. The only one that actually has, I think, is maybe the ancestry one. Hey, Uppity. I was just talking about you a little while ago. I was talking about what you were talking about in your live stream, sis. Great live stream. But the ancestry one supposedly is the only one that can do the autosoma test, which is where they are testing for your maternal and your paternal. So they're testing through your X and Y. But most of them can't. And it costs more to get that one. But yeah. Did y'all ever think about that? That if said reparations does come to pass, that they'll probably make us prove that we should be getting it? I'm just saying. They'll probably make us prove that. And how many of us know that information? How many of us know back to the plantation? Now, here's the interesting thing. On my mom's side, her father, his mother came from the islands. She didn't come from no plantation. And from what I understand, neither did his dad. But we have whole bunches of information, because I've got cousins who seem to be crazy about finding out about our family on that side. So I don't have to worry about that side. I guess I could prove it on half of my family. I guess I could prove on half of my family that, because I know exactly what plantation my grandmother was born on. I'm just saying. We don't know that information. They've stolen our history from us. Any history that was doing that 400 years of slavery is lost to us. We don't know. Because our ancestors, most of them, were pushed around from plantation to plantation. They didn't start, depending on which, because we all know which port most of them came through, and then they somehow made their ways to wherever they were. Because in my mom's family, Creole. So those slave ships, the French slave ships, came through a whole other port. And that's the crazy thing is that with us, not all of us, when our ancestors were slaves, was, it was part, what came in through the English slavery. Some of them came in through the other slavery, through the French slavery, to the Spanish slavery. It's all rather confusing, y'all. But I'm just saying, they will make us have to go prove it. You know they are. You know they are. Just like, those who actually, quote unquote, fall under also indigenous people, i.e. Native Americans, have to be able to prove that too. Both my parents had enough in them. My dad still has it because he's still here. But you know what I'm saying? I'm one generation too late to be eligible for all the stuff that you get as a perk of being part Native American. But I don't even care about that's not even what I'm trying to find out, because I know with tribes, I know that information. I have no idea um, about what part, if any, if any, of my lineage leads back to Africa. Because we do know that there were actually Black people here. And they got enslaved as well, along with the African slaves. Because, we all look alike to them, even though we don't. Know the full history about stuff within the slave trade. Know the full history. There's things that they don't want us to know. Hey, silly mommy for life. There's things that they don't want us to know. There are. Just think about it. Because why are there some people who are actually Black people, just like you and I, but they are born and grew up on reservations? I'm just saying that not all of us can necessarily trace our Blackness back to Africa. It may trace right back to here because they were part of those Black people that were actually here in this land, indigenous to this land, by the time the Europeans came. Because, I'm sorry, not sorry, but boats came over here from Africa first. But we all know that. I'm just telling y'all stuff y'all already know. I don't know why I'm telling y'all stuff y'all already know. That's one of the reasons why it's like, to me, even if you do these DNA tests as a Black person in America, it's like, I'm just so suspect as to whether they're going to give us our real information. I'm just so suspect as to whether they're going to give us our real information. That's the thing I'm suspect about. I'm just suspect about it. Even the ones that are supposedly only, trying to find your information on the continent. Those only, I know for a fact that the ones that are just doing the African ancestry, they're only doing the maternal. They don't have the autosoma test. I checked. I know. I've been looking into these things. But again, it's just a question about, are you going to give me the right information? And they always give you that other-ish. What the hell is other? Unknown. How can part of someone's, how can it be unknown? Makes no sense to me at all. But when we do get that information, here's the thing. They won't give us the information that they're trying to hide from us. They want the lost tribes to stay lost. I'm just saying. They want them to stay lost. So that's not going to happen. Even if you go through those tests, because it's a It's huge. It's huge to keep things the way that they are. You know, and I know that, you know, for us in America, us Black Americans, I'm not, you know, I've already told you guys why I have this issue with saying African American, because I wasn't born in Africa. I was born, technically, I wasn't actually born in a state. I was born in the one place that keeps trying to be a state. They're still trying to be a state. And as someone who was born there, I don't want that to happen. But, you know, I was born in DC. It's not a state. So I wasn't actually born in a state. But I was born in the United States. I don't know anything about Africa. I have no idea what my African roots are. I don't, you know, I have no idea about what boat. The only boat I know about is the part of my lineage that came into the United States from Cuba. And that was after slavery was over. So, as I said, that's why I prefer to just, you know, and I don't like to say Black either, but I guess it's the only thing that I can do, you know, because again, that's a term that was forced on us, you know, by the people who think that they're better than everyone else. Those of European descent. And sadly, many of us are part European descent too. You know? And most of it isn't by choice. You know? Now, both of my parents' last names were Irish. But I've already told y'all, you know, what the Irish had to do with slavery in Cuba. So on that side, I'm pretty sure that last name, you know, and us having, you know, part Irish blood through my dad was not intentional or necessarily wanted. But on my mom's side, the Irish were never part of that. Matter of fact, when did they come here? You know, well, let me just put it like this. For the most part, they weren't. For the most part, they weren't. So, but then the rest of my family, you know, I have part of my family that I know were quote unquote, you know, another part of my mom's family, another branch of it, same Irish. This is the part that, you know, was busy passing. Well, I know that they were on they were owned. So, you know, they don't talk about people being slaves in Oklahoma much, do they? You know, because we're so busy talking about slavery in the South, and they don't talk about the slavery that was in other parts of the country. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The Irish part of me, on my dad's side, is Cuban. That last name came with my dad's family from Cuba. My maiden name. Into the port, you know, of New Orleans. So, you know. I did. I when I had my ancestry account, which I need to open back up. I had done some searching on my dad's family and got that part. So I got us all the way to them coming. I got them coming into the country from Cuba because I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to make it make sense to me. How do we have an Irish last name? But the first parts of our name are Spanish. My first and my middle name, my brother's first and middle name. My sister's the only one that doesn't have a Spanish name. Only one. So. But I just think there's I figure if I ever do a DNA test, that I'm going to find that I'm mostly Black. I would be very shocked if I wasn't mostly Black. Even though I know I have some somewhat Native features. So I'm sure there's some Native in me, because I know both of my parents are. But I still think the percentage of Black is more, because let's be honest. High cheekbones, are also available on the continent. You know what I'm saying? And, being, thinner and, more, I guess, athletically built like I am, and not, your typical curvy type of sister. Although I'm curvy, I'm just athletically curvy. I'm not thick. I'm not PHAT, like Monique and all of those women. Is also available on the continent. Okay, so hey. I guess it is what it is. But I do, just like everybody else that is Black American, we wonder about the part of our history that we don't know. We do. We wonder about it. We wonder about beyond the plantation. Now I know that there are quite a few Black Americans who have found out that their families were always free. Wonderful for them. And maybe there's a part of my family that has always been free. But I know part of it wasn't. I know part of it was on the plantation. So, so I know at least part of my family probably did come over on a ship through the Middle Passage. And it would be interesting. It would be nice to find out the paternal part of that. Because, on my mom's side, somehow I just think that my mom's mother's side I think it's a lot of Indian and French. My mother's father's side, island. My dad's father's side, father's family. That's the family that I need to find out. I know his mom's family. It's crazy. It's like you get little pieces of your history, little pieces of your history. But most of our history was stolen from us. And they wonder why we are the way that we are. You embedded something into our DNA through the trauma of 400 years of being in bondage. That does something to you, especially since part of us are also part of those lost tribes. So this is, on top of what happened in ancient times. But see, here's the thing. The last time that it was generations that were enslaved was the 12 tribes. That's the last time that happened. And then it happened to our ancestors who came from different peoples. They didn't all come from the same peoples. But I mean, it's just something to just look into your family tree and just figure out what's, just knowing that stuff. I think that's, although I'm pessimistic about the information that will be given, I think that I'll get some of the information. May not get all of the information, but I'll get some of the information. All right, you guys, let me come on camera because it's almost about that time. And I don't think David's here. I think he went upstairs. So I don't think he's going to come on camera with me. Let me get my mouse. Get my mouse. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I don't know where David is. I think he went upstairs. So he doesn't get to come on camera with me tonight. He's going to be mad. And this weekend, I don't have any. This weekend, we're not doing any shooting. I think if you watch the vlog, I do think I mentioned it in the vlog, that there's a couple of things that they're going to have to go back and reshoot, but they shot almost everything. And now they're starting the casting for the next movie. The next movie I'm actually in, I have like a medium-sized role in it. But my character is not like me. Yeah, the next one is called Big Girls Don't Cry. And I am playing a character who is a former big girl who, had the surgery and had everything taken out, but she's pull myself together here. But she's struggling. She's struggling keeping that weight off because she thinks that her being skinny now is the only reason that she can get men. And she has a few she has a couple of little eating disorders that she's trying to hide from everybody. Yeah. But you guys, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Tomorrow is, thank God, it's the weekend for me. I am going to be doing some vlogging this weekend because I've got I have like 4 vlogs that are like in process. I already have 2 more RC Autism Mom Chronicles, actually 3 more, and I have 2. Oh no, dang, it's 5. I have 2 coffee talk series. Jeez, man, I gotta get on this. Told y'all, YouTube is a full-time job on top of my full-time job. But I'm gonna get it, and I'm trying to finish my book, y'all. This weekend, that's one of the things I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna be working on my book. I'm gonna be working on my book. I sure am. But I think that I may create another avenue on my channel called the Poetry Corner, where I'm going to put all of my spoken word, and I think I'm going to share more of my spoken word with you guys, because I am working also on my spoken word book. I got so many irons in the fire. But anyway, let me get out of here. So until, let's see, the next time I will be on live will be Monday. But, I will do a pop-up. I may do a pop-up this weekend. I may do a pop-up. But if not, I'll get something up to you. You guys will see something. I'll pop something up, because I gotta keep myself in the daggone algorithm. Anyway, guys, peace and blessings from the West Side. Wait a minute. Here he comes. Come on, before I get off. He almost missed y'all. Say hi. All right. He almost missed it. I told y'all he was upstairs. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace. I'll see you guys Monday live, unless I do a pop-up.